Hey everyone, Lewis here for Pixel Surplus. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to create an awesome double exposure effect in Adobe Photoshop. Let's jump right in. First, let's begin by opening up our portrait. The portrait I'll be using is from Unsplash, and the links will be in the description below. But if you have your own photographs, feel free to use those as well. Now that our portrait has loaded into Photoshop, let's begin by creating a mask of our subject. Feel free to use whatever tool you feel gives you the best results, but for me, I'm going to use the quick selection tool, then select subject, then hit select and mask, and I'm just going to turn feathering on to 2 pixels. Your mileage may vary. Then I'm going to head down to the bottom of my layers panel and choose add a mask. Now head down to the bottom of the layers panel and click on adjustment layer. Choose solid color and make that color white. Place our solid color layer below our portrait. Now drag in the second photo you'd like to create the double exposure effect with. The photo I'll be using was also from Unsplash, and the links will be in the description below. Drag the landscape photo so it's at the top of your layers panel. Hit Ctrl T to access the free transform tool. You can now scale and position this photograph anywhere. Feel free to play around, but I'm going to go for something like this. If you're having a hard time positioning it, feel free to drop the opacity down to about 50% so that you can see your portrait behind. Once you're happy, turn the opacity back to 100% and press enter. Now we're going to head back to our layers panel and double click our solid color layer. Then we're going to use the eyedropper tool to choose the brightest section of our landscape picture. Mine would obviously be the sky above the mountains. Now head to the landscape layer and change the blend mode from normal to screen. Now let's create a clipping mask of our portrait and landscape photo by holding Alt and clicking between the 2 layers. Select your portrait in the layers panel, head to adjustment layer and choose curves. Now grab the rightmost slider and drag that in slightly from the left, and grab the left slider and drag that in from the right. Feel free to play around, but mine's going to look something like this. Once you're happy with your levels, head back to the layers panel and select on your portrait layer mask. Choose the brush tool by hitting B on your keyboard and make sure that you're using a soft brush. Now, select black in your color picker and simply paint over the areas you want to remove. Mine's going to look something like this. Head back to the layers panel and we're going to create a copy of our portrait layer. You can do this by hitting Ctrl J on your keyboard. Head to the layers panel and make sure that you're working inside the layer mask of the layer you just copied. Hit B on your keyboard to access the brush tool, and once again, make sure you're using black, and simply paint in the areas of your portrait that you would like to define. So for me, that's going to be my subject's face. There you have it, how to create a quick and easy double exposure effect in Adobe Photoshop. Awesome for giving your photos a new lease of life. Please like and subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. And we here at Pixel Surplus want to know what you think, so jump down in those comments and let us know if you've enjoyed the video and what you'd like to see from us next. As I mentioned earlier, all of the links to the photos will be found in the description, as well as the link to Pixel Surplus. Pixel Surplus is home to the best free fonts, textures, mockups, templates, and tutorials on the internet, as well as the best font bundles on this planet. I'm talking the best fonts you've ever seen for ridiculous discounts, like you're missing out if you don't get over there right now. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day everyone.